Oh yeah, the pirate patch. 10.2.6 is now encrypted on the vendor servers. It has not been data mined, but is encrypted. No data mining has occurred. Blizzard's keeping this one a secret. What could the pirate patch be all about? We don't know yet, but we do know that it is transferred over from the dev servers to the vendor server. So, it's going to be an interesting one. That's for sure. We're going to get it eventually. We're going to get it soon. What could it be? I still think we're going to get some of the pirate-themed shit. I honestly think maybe we were going to get a pirate expansion at some point, and then when Chris Metzen came in, he was like, nah, we're rewriting this shit. We could use that pirate stuff for some patch content later on, but we're going to work into some other stuff. I'm doing this whole World Soul Saga thing, so I'll take a step back on the pirate shit. Mythic Cross Realms soon. Yeah, that should be opening up soon as well. So we'll see what 10.2.6 is all about very soon. I hope they keep it away from the data miners, honestly. I hope this thing is just a total surprise. We get in here, and we're just blown away by an entirely new pirate land or something, or maybe they revamp Booty Bay. Booty Bay needs some love. That place is kind of stuck in time right now, but it would be cool. Moving on. Catch-up gear. And I'm not talking about mustard, boys. I'm not talking about the condiment. I'm talking about catch up your alts. That's right, it was just discovered that some bind on account gear could be purchased with your flight stones. Yes, and it's not some low eye level shit. 441 gear. I mean, this stuff will get you ready to raid. 441 equipment ready to go for only 350 flight stones. So if you have any alts that you've been thinking about making, you've been like, oh, you know, I've been feeling like playing a demon hunter, you can make it right now and just take some flight stones from one of your mains, buy this gear, send it over to them, bam. This guy's ready to go. He's 441, ready to roll. Sam can finally get some gear. Get the hell out of here. I'm like 480 now. Shit. What are you talking about? Yeah, but anyways, if you have those alts, you got alt fever, might be a good time to get that stuff ready. Dragonflight story is done. This is a time where you can either just gear out extra hardcore or create some alts for the next expansion. More nerfs. Yes, Murazan's Rise in specific is getting nerfed. Honestly, the Mythic Plus pool to me hasn't been that tough. I do have to say that all of the Murazan's Rise and somebody else's Fall, I forgot, Galakron's Fall or whatever, those two are certainly the hardest. I actually freaking hate what's it called? Whatever Manor. I freaking hate that little mansion. It's so damn hard to tank in. The hallways are so tight. I freaking can't stand that place. But anyways, these kind of do have the hardest mechanics to deal with, and it looks like Blizzard's going ahead and nerfing some of them. Tyr and his trash got nerfed across the board. Tyr himself got that little shield where he does, his absorption of the orb shit. That shield's health was reduced by 15%. Yeah, Waycrest Manor, no, I don't like it. But, honestly, as a dungeon pool, in total, Mythic Plus this season, probably the most fun I had in quite a while doing Mythic Plus. So it's a good one. Yeah, you're just a bad little rat. Yeah, I guess so. Time Lost Battlefield also saw 50% slower while channeling Blade Storm. So Blade Storm doesn't run around and kill people. And a few abilities got a damage reduction by 20%. Chrono Lord Dios also got reduced. His initial damage reduced by 16%. Damage from Chrono Burn reduced by 15%. And then damage from Infinite Blast reduced by 10%. So these are just a few things making your life a little bit easier. Making the dungeon pool a little bit more evened out as we continue on here into what feels like a season that's going to come to an end soon. You remember, we're not getting another patch cycle, we're not getting another raid, but we are going to get another season. So there will be a season 4, it's going to have faded rating and everything, and it will have an all-new Mythic dungeon pool, so we'll be seeing that probably decently soon. And last but not least here in the news, there were tons of class changes. Tons of nerfs and buffs and all kinds of shit happening, and we have the first DPS charts of the raid for the first week of 10.2.5. Now, I believe these would have been this would have been pre all the buffs and nerfs that just hit. So the Ret Pally stuff and all that hasn't hit in these charts yet. But it is interesting to look at and see where we are. Sub-Titty, of course, at the top. We've seen that for quite a while now. Demo and Affliction, followed by Arcane, Havoc, Demon Hunter, Devastation Evoker and Outlaw Rogue. You know, you got your Warlock, Rogue, and Mage, your classic DPS classes sitting there at the top. Hunter's a little bit more in the center lately. You know, they were pretty high before. And it, honestly, enhancement, Shaman in general, been a great Shaman expansion. I feel very happy for the Shaman players out there. What up, you tap? Because I feel like they've been neglected for a long time. But for some reason in Dragonflight, Blizzard decided to get Shamans right. And I really think they did. I think Shamans are in a pretty good place. I've been enjoying bringing Shamans into the raids. And been having a good time seeing them actually be able to pump. So that's good. It's okay, Sam. I'll prove how strong they are today. Yeah, no, Ret's definitely gotten buffed. Ret is not down here anymore. You see Ret where they are right now. This is overall damage. They're definitely buffed. Plus, the Farak Legendary, you know, it is what it is. But it has gotten buffed again. So that should help if you have the Legendary. Also buff up for Death Knights and Warriors and Paladins. But let's look at the damage as applied to a boss. So still Sub-Titty Rogue is up there at the top. Fire Mage, Enhancement Shaman. Like I said, I've seen Shamans come into our raids and pump lately. They've been doing great. Shamans are in a good spot. And we got Balanced Druid, Ass Rogue, Arcane Mage, Feral, Unholy. Still doing pretty good. You remember Unholy was the king that would rule forever in the last expansion, it felt like. And they've been doing pretty good. Beast Mastery Hunter, Affliction, Destro, and this list goes on and on and on. Like I said, Ret Pally's going to make a big jump. I feel it when we see the next set of numbers. Let's see who the biggest movers up and down were. Biggest movers up, Affliction Warlock moved up 4 spots on the charts. And who else moved up? Elemental Shaman moved up 4 spots on the chart. Biggest movers down, we got Outlaw down 6 and Marksmanship Hunter down 6. Ooh, Frost Mage actually is the biggest mover down. 8 spots for Frost Mage. Airy. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah. But here's the thing. A lot of this is going to change next week. I'm interested to see what the charts look like next week because that'll be the post-Tuesday buff that everything happened. So we'll check those out when they happen. But if you don't know, now you know. This is where the charts currently stand.